Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about web hosting. Web hosting plays a key role in case of doing online business. There are various companies that are providing web hosting services. They provide in various formats. They provide Windows hosting, they provide Linux hosting, and most of the companies they will be having various options like shadow hosting, cloud hosting. Within shadow hosting they will be having various levels of services, and similarly they provide VPS hosting, dedicated hosting, and even managed, unmanaged options are there. Okay, so various things are there, but mostly almost most of the companies are following that thing. So already that web hosting, that market is already saturated, fully competitive thing, so we can find a lot of things. But the key thing is, it is very difficult to identify suitable web hosting thing. Let me talk about it in this video. Okay, actually I don't have much familiarity with Windows hosting, so I will be mostly referring about whatever I am saying here. It will be related to Linux hosting. But when I started using web hosting in the year 2008, my first one was Windows hosting, but later on I fully moved to Linux based web hosting. So there are various factors we need to consider when choosing the appropriate web hosting provider. I personally had to change various web hosting providers in the initial days. I referred the year like 2008-9, that time period. Okay, but after that I'm using Hostgator for a long time, more than 10 years. But they are also having some problems. I will be talking about it later. Most of the problems I used to face during the initial days was like downtime. Okay, some of the hostings, they are very poor in providing uptime. Okay, so most of the times our sites will be down. It is very bad thing from user experience perspective, as well as from search engine perspectives. So if the search engine crawlers are noticing the more downtime, they will be obviously like reducing the search rank of that particular website. Okay, and in case of shared hosting, if our website is sharing IP address with some other bad websites, again our website will be also be affected. That kind of problems are there. And security problem is a very huge one. Sometimes our websites will be hacked, and the malwares will be introduced. It's a very, very big problem in that times. Even like it will be automatically sending emails to our email list. Like lot of problems are there. So downtime obviously a huge problem. Then apart from that, this kind of security problems and a lot of problems like IP. If the IP is marked as spam by search engines or any browsers, because of some other shared websites, will be facing problems. Okay, and if the email provider, that IP is marked as spam, then our email may not be reaching the inbox of the receiver. It will be reaching the junk or spam folder. Okay, that kind of problems are there. It may be like while hearing it may be a simple problem, but in practice they are a very huge problem in case of doing any kind of business. Okay, we need to think about all these things. I faced these kind of issues with various hosting providers, so I changed them frequently, and finally I settled with Hostgator. Okay, and I'm using Hostgator for many years. Even I referred this Hostgator to my customers also. Previously I was actively doing web development business, and my customers used to ask me about any good hosting. So I refer Hostgator, which I was using that time. Okay, but recently, a few days back, I faced big problem with Hostgator. Okay, they suddenly increased the price, and without informing me, they just used the PayPal auto payment for increased price. Okay, I'm seeing it in two levels. One is increasing the price. Okay, that we need to talk about separately. But the main problem is like misusing the PayPal auto payment option. Okay, that is without giving any notification, just like that, increasing the price, that to more than 60%. Okay. It's a huge problem. Okay, so after seeing this strange behavior of Hostgator, I contacted support team. Their answer was not good. Okay, I don't know whether they are not aware of it, or they are instructed to behave like that. I don't know the real reason behind that, but they are not much useful, and they are not giving any information. Okay, in a bad way, in that price chart, they were keeping the old price. The support was not giving proper answer, and price chart was showing old price. So I thought it happened only for me. For some reason they're trying to cheat me, like that. I started thinking. Okay, contacted Hostgator Twitter account, and they asked me to come to direct message DM, and I contacted them also. But they are also, I don't know whether they didn't understand my explanation, or I don't know whether they are also trying to keep this issue as low priority issue, like that. I don't know the real reason, but they are also not giving. They responded me, but their response was not straightforward. Okay, and they asked me to keep the conversation private. They discouraged me to do any kind of social media discussions. I don't know the reason behind it. Okay, then I thought of it is better to move to some other hosting provider. So I searched various articles, and most of them are blaming Hostgator. Okay, but my personal experience was good, so I didn't take them very seriously. But anyway, the price was huge comparing to the market price, and they did it without notification. So I was in a mood that I need to change provider. So I searched a lot of options. I discussed in various places. Okay, as of now, I'm not fully focusing on web development related business, but anyway, I just wanted to make sure that I'm choosing the appropriate hosting provider. Okay, since I am from India, I found that Hostgator India version, Hostgator.in, is providing very low price. Okay, but after reading a lot of review comments, I thought it's not that much worth. Okay, even the Hostgator's Twitter account is saying that that Hostgator.in, they are not their company, they are just using their name. Okay, so obviously we need to consider it's a separate one, so I don't want to take any risk. We may face security issues, downtime issues, email spam issues, like a lot of issues are there, as I explained. Okay, so I stopped that plan. Okay, and then I explored other things, hosting here, like that. But everyone is having like a very tricky kind of pricing options, like that. So Hostgator, it's comparable to them. So I just the price increase, I need to accept that. Okay, even the market price is low, but their services and their quality also comparatively low. So somehow I need to accept that. I accept that their price increase. Either I have to stick with them, or I need to change the provider. I may face some difficulties. Okay, that option is I could understand, and maybe I will be taking decision about it in coming days, because I already paid for some duration, right? So at the end of the time, I will be thinking about changing the hosting provider. But the big thing is, as I said, that the payment, misusing the automatic payment. So for that, I just cancelled the auto payment, PayPal auto payment, and I'm planning to do the renewals manually. Suppose if I am going to stick with Hostgator. Okay, so this is my experience. So I would like to know your experience of hosting your websites. You can share it through the comments. Okay, and I'm expecting some suggestions of good web hosting based on your experience, not any random things. Okay, the biggest problem with web hosting reference is like most of them are providing huge affiliate commissions. Okay, that first month price will be 1 penny, but affiliate commission will be $40-50. Okay, so for that, because of that, many people will be providing affiliate links, and they will be encouraging the users to take that down. So I don't want any kind of affiliate links. Okay, I need any genuine unbiased referral. Okay, that is about web hosting. As I said, for online business, for doing online business, this kind of web hosting is very, very important. That website speed, downtime, and security, and IP spam. That factors are important things, and SSL obviously. So if you're planning to do online business, even if you don't have any huge plans, just starting a blog itself, you need to consider these things. Okay. And apart from that, a lot of various things: installing new software, support for upgrades, support for backward compatibility of old versions of PHP, that kind of stuff always there. But primary things are, as I said, speed, uptime, and support, that kind of stuff. Okay, but these days I am not fully focusing on web development activities because I am planning to put more time for running my YouTube channel. But anyway, I am planning to spend few hours for doing freelance work, like doing web development. Web development is not designed like that, but any kind of PHP, MySQL, that kind of coding work, or any kind of support. Like suppose anyone want to start their website, I can guide them. That kind of work I am planning to take for few hours. So, okay, so if anyone is interested, you can contact me, so I can do it at my free time. So if it is very urgent emergency work, so I will not be able to take it that. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can ask me, and I expect your suggestions for good hosting. Okay, thanks, bye.